If you only knew the power of the dark side.
2, 1, 0.
Hi, I'm Halfbit, and I've been asked to explain to you what retrospective perspective actually is. What it is my perspective of playing retro games as a child mixed with my perspective as an adult. It's basically your good old-fashioned family-oriented fun. What, really? We showed the clip of me humping stuff? No, that's fine. I don't know why you do that, but no, that's fine. Yeah. Alright, well, I don't curse a whole lot. I ran out of gas? How the do you run out of gas? In the ear! Really? We showed that? Oh my god. Well, I don't dress up like a lady. Hey, oh my god, MacGyver. You are so my hero. Hi, I'm Dan. Hi, can I touch your penis? Yeah. Why don't I just shut up and I'll show you an episode. This is Night Trap. I didn't hump anything. Enjoy. Growing up, I was after two things, video games and the ladies. It was really bad from age 12 on into the teens. Back then, with no internet and a much more conservative America, it was really difficult to find scantily dressed women. Back then, there was always a kid who knew someone who had a buddy that had a nudie magazine. But for most of us, we would look anywhere for boobies. I can remember seeing my friends pausing Street Fighter 2 when Chun-Li did a backflip just to see her exposed butt. Is that sick? Sure, but all of us guys did it. So imagine being that age, opening up a video game magazine and seeing photos of sexy women in a game called Night Trap. To make things worse, Night Trap started receiving all kinds of media attention because Congress had taken an interest in this game and others, which eventually gave birth to the ESRB rating system we have for games today. My god, did I want this game as a kid, but I never found it in my area, so it just never happened. Well, it's been 20 years. And I finally got it. This also happens to be the first game I've ever played where it mixes the Sega CD with the 32X. Now I believe at this point the 32X doesn't need any kind of introduction since it's been reviewed like a million times. So I'm not going to review it, but I will tell you my own personal experience. I had saved up a lot of my allowance, sold many of my games, and did a ton of chores. And I bought the 32X at $149.99. About a month later, stores started selling it for $19.99. So that gives you a pretty good idea of how bad the thing failed. Well, let's go ahead and play Night Trap and see if it's as naughty as they say it is. Yeah, so this is one of those full motion video games where the gameplay is really no different than just playing around with the menus on a standard DVD.
Scat Mission 230. 5 teenage girls on their way to a weekend house party at the old Lakeshore Winery house of Mr. and Mrs. Victor Martin. Protect those 5 girls from whatever happened to another bunch of teenagers. They disappeared after spending a night at the Martins.
Well, here's an idea. Why don't you just stand post around the house and, like guard it?
Last night, one of our agents got into the house and found a weird security system. Hidden cameras in almost every room and a series of traps. Our agent spliced an override into the security system, enabling you to control the cameras and the traps with this remote unit. The traps are protected with an access code. They won't work unless you enter the right code. Right now, that code is set at blue, and you have control of the traps. But anyone inside that house can change that code at any time.
So then I don't really have control.
Our override cable is here, in the back hallway. If anyone disconnects it, you lose control.
Wait, that? You mean that painfully obvious cord that looks outrageously suspicious?
It's my attack squad. And that's Kelly, one of my best undercover agents. She'll be arriving with the rest of the girls.
What was that about?
Right away, you're trapping these guys dressed in black. Since there aren't any innocent guests over at the house yet, it seems odd that you would be doing this anyway. But if you don't, the scat leader will pull the plug on you.
Dad? Well, we have to bottle the 2 downstairs, and Sarah's coming in with 6 more tonight.
6? Yep.
The problem is Sheila and I might have to make a delivery.
That's no problem. Tony and I can handle it.
I'm not so sure.
These have to go too.
Whoa, 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 what's this? This is special vintage.
Oh, Jeffrey, don't be so selfish. Think of the poor, starving augurs.
So the guys dressed like the Foot Clan from the Ninja Turtles are called Augs or Augurs. Every time you hear that pop noise, it means you missed an auger. There are so many that enter and leave that it has you flipping all over the place to find these guys. You also need to be very careful not to miss when the codes change, which is a pain in the ass. Even though the color code only changes like 5 or 6 times during the entire game, it's still easy to miss, which means you'll be panicking just to guess what code it is to operate the traps. The traps are pretty funny, but after you've captured a good handful of them, you've basically seen most of the trap clips.
I was so afraid you decided not to come. Father, I want you to meet Cindy.
Hi.
Ashley.
Hi.
Megan.
Hey.
Lisa.
Hi.
Her little brother Danny. What's up?
So the girls arrive, and this is your undercover agent. She's played by Dana Plateau, best known for her work on the show Different Strokes.
So charming.
And this is my wife, Sheila.
Hello. Come on, everyone. Let's go in the house.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Hey, Sarah. Who's that? That's Weird Eddie.
That's nice. Can you imagine if everyone's name started with what people thought of you? It's one-dimensional actor Jason Statham! And here's I Bet I Know How Many Sexually Transmitted Diseases You Carry, Kesha! Oh, and if you met, please stop washing my windshield with your crawl space, Lil Wayne!
Change the trap access code from blue to orange.
Ah, fuck!
There's a lot of weird-looking dudes around here.
What? What the hell is the point of me controlling the traps if you're just gonna send in a commando anyway? And what's with the war paint and fatigues? Unless you're going into a room painted black that's waist deep in zebras, this isn't gonna work. Oh, what? Did you forget how the trigger works too? Jeez.
Sarah, your parents are leaving.
So, Sarah, we're in this huge house with all your friends. We have telephones, we have a car, your parents are gone, and you say so?
Come on, Sarah. What's the first thing you think of?
Oh yeah, I'm talking orgy.
Party! Music!
Yeah, you grab that racket. spank her with the racket. Do it. Do it! What is with the glasses?
This is my cousin, Tony.
Whoa! We have boobies. The boobies have landed. I repeat, the boobies have landed.
What's going on?
That girl looks exactly like Madeline.
Oh, not that again.
No, not that again.
Come on, Studley, we better change that code.
How about red?
Damn it!
Look at this stuff. You know, they should test this stuff on rats before they let people like you play with it.
Ooh, animal rights activists everywhere just their pants.
Put him in a chair with a clout. Oh, no, Miss Lisa. That was too tight. And then you find some powder and you put it all over his face. Oh, no, Miss Lisa. I can't.
Oh, wow, you guys, this is the life.
And what about Tony?
Oh, Tony's just here for the summer. You know, I think he likes Ashley.
Really?
Yes. You can see it in his eyes. And he's wearing sunglasses. I mean, you can tell.
Don't point out her continuity errors.
Come on.
While all this is going on, another undercover scat member comes in pretending to be Jamaican and gets nowhere with the act. As the girls are making ice cream, one steps into the bathroom where one of the Ogs are hiding. Here you have an opportunity to save her. If you don't, the game's over. However, if you do save her, you'll never see her again for the remainder of the game, so it's as if she died anyway.
Look at this. It's a locket with a picture of a young woman. She looks just like Ashley. Oh, Tony.
You always talk to yourself when you go through other people's belongings.
Tony, what's going on around here? You got all these pictures of the girls and that locket.
You'd never understand. Just stay out of it. I'm warning you.
Tony, I'm not afraid of you. I'd like to know what's going on around here. Not interrupt business.
While you're taking out more Ogs at this point, Eddie outside accidentally scares a girl, which starts a scene between him and the little boy. No, it's not what you're thinking, but this scene lets the player know the Ogs are actually vampires. Eddie explains that the Ogs are extremely hungry, so much so that their skin will fall off if they don't eat, which is why they dress like the Putty Patrol from the Power Rangers. I'm not making this up.
How? With these.
What are they?
Special laser guns. I made them myself. You just point and shoot.
All right.
Here, you take this one and go in the front, and I'll go around in the back.
Figured it out yet, but I'd like you to stay in your room and be careful. I'm going to check out the rest of the house, okay?
Okay.
Listen, things are getting really weird around here. Keep your eyes open and watch out for the other girls.
What do you think I've been doing the whole time? You know what? If I work for Scat, why can't I communicate with her? She obviously has a walkie-talkie. Wouldn't it be wise to allow me to let her know where all the Ogs are or what I've witnessed?
You make Hulk mad! Tony drops major hints to one girl that he's not exactly human, and Dana pulls out a gun, which Tony takes away. As he leaves through a secret door, he lets the girl know that she reminds him of someone he loved long ago.
Tony, why are you warning us?
You remind me of a person I knew and loved long ago. But that could never be.
Okay, so let's recap. They first met eyes, or eyes met shades really, when all the girls were dancing. There's a scene where he mentions that he's reminded of a girl he once knew with his brother. Tony's sister makes a comment that Tony likes her, and now we have this scene in the bathroom where he sort of confesses the same thing. This whole time they've built it up like it's some romantic thing was going to happen, but just like the phony Jamaican member that came in earlier, there's no further mention of it.
Which makes every scene involving them completely pointless.
I'll be just fine. This is Kelly. Come in. Over.
Mike, this is Kelly. Come in.
Roger, Kelly. This is Mike.
Code red.
Right. Okay, what's your 20?
What's her 20? She's in the f***ing house, you dumbass! What's her 20?
Wow.
Whee! So the boy and Eddie meet up again. Eddie shows off his Og-like costume he made, and this is the last scene we ever see him. I've seriously looked all over the house for him, and I never saw a clue or anyone else mention him ever again. Unfortunately, because he is disguised as an Og, I have to assume he died in a trap. It's a real shame. I feel like we never really got to know Eddie. I mean, what did he do in his spare time? Was he married? Did he have kids? What was his hopes and dreams? Did he ever achieve those dreams? I guess we'll never know. We shall miss you, Eddie.
I don't think you should be hanging around that weird Eddie.
Definitely.
Help! Eddie, you're making a mess.
That tastes like blood.
Yeah, right.
Here's an idea. Walk out the front door!
Tell me what's going on. There's a dead body. There's blood everywhere. And there's these big creatures following. Listen to me, okay? Listen.
Well, this sure sounds like a good time to talk about meaningless bullshit. I'm sure the Ogs just gave up chasing you guys. Besides, 10 feet is a large distance away. They probably got tired and just sat down in the middle of the hallway. What?
Got to be with us. What are you doing? I'm talking to control. There's a camera right there.
Wait, someone was able to watch me pee? This part really ticked me off. It took me a while to figure out that Megan swings back and forth over the trap, but it's easy to miss. So here's what I did. Ignore everything on the screen except for the red line on your trap meter. When it goes red for the first time, ignore it. On the second one, hit the trap and you're golden.
Way to go, Control. I knew you could do it.
As she tries to escape, Tony scares off the augers with his Raiden impression and you trap him with the staircase. The parents finally come home and realize something's wrong. At the same time, the G.I. Joes finally enter the building. All of them end up in the living room where the parents finally clear up any doubts the scat team may have had.
Kid curse. Wandering about looking for blood, hoping one day to become a vampire.
Ew.
Vampires, you gotta be jabbing me. Let's cuff these freaks and drag them downtown.
Hold it! I don't think you understand, Mr. Martin, but you're in serious trouble here.
Wow. Multiple murders, multiple attempted murders, kidnapping, and yet Scat is so polite.
No, Lieutenant. I'm afraid it is you who doesn't understand.
Jeffrey, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. What's going on? Where's Tony?
Control got him with the stair trap.
Well, I guess we'll have to take care of this ourselves. That's it. Take him in.
Fight! Get him, Deke.
Oh.
Hadouken! You win. Perfect.
Okay, well there's no holes in their clothing, so I guess he missed all 3 shots at point blank? With a shotgun? I guess there really does exist someone with worse aim than Dick Cheney. The parents beat up everyone with ease. You trap Jeffrey and the rest of the cast of Full House go running after Kelly.
Control! Control, help me! You've got to help me, please! Use the trap!
A closet trap?
But it was going to be a surprise.
Bye, bitch!
Thanks. Help me, please! Use the traps! Now!
I knew I shouldn't have had this installed!
Yeah! Please, you're the only one that can save me. You're all mine now. No! Thanks, Control. You just saved my life. And you were very good. You saved all my friends. Trapped most of the Ogs. I'll bet with a little practice, you could be perfect.
Yay! Well, there is another ending where if you want, you can actually trap Kelly and she'll fall to her death, but I believe you can't miss any of the Ogs at all. Well, anyway, that's Night Trap. So is it really full of a bunch of smut? No. It's just another example of the media grabbing one little thing and just running with it.
It's pretty hard to deny the gameplay does suck, but what it lacks in it makes up for the kind of fun, B-rated campy movie that it is. It's definitely a unique game. There is one other FMV game that shares the exact same type of gameplay called Double Switch. That game actually stars actor Corey Haim. Now that I think about it, they're the only 2 games that utilize traps that I know of. Both Dana Plateau and Corey Haim were child stars, both of them suffered from drug-related demons, and both of them have passed away. It's strangely coincidental and tragic because both of them were very talented at what they did.
Now it's time to come clean. If you're watching close, you probably noticed the auger counter going up and down. Well, that's because I had to play this thing over and over again. It got so bad that I had to stay in specific rooms and write down the times of every auger that I saw just so that I could beat this game and also show you every single key scene in the game. So, you're welcome.
The problem that I have with this game is that in order for you to succeed, you have to catch most of the augers. Doing this means you're constantly switching from room to room. Most of the time you can't even watch the auger get trapped because you've got to hurry your ass to the next room. Because of this, you miss a lot of what's fun about the game, and that's the movie itself. What is nice is you can go online and find several different places where you can see the movie in its entirety. So if you're like me and find enjoyment in watching famously bad movies like The Room or Troll 2, then you'll probably love this.
We sure have come a long way in gaming. I gotta say, it's definitely nice to be able to play this after all these years, but that is all I can take. So as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.
Ha ha ha!